What is the scariest moment you've ever had in a car?
Ooh. So my
Wow.
story is kind of sort of interesting. So I was in a Porsche 918 Spyder.
Yep, that's right.
918 Spyder, the first time I've ever been in a 918 Spyder. And we were on this car rally. I don't want to give out too much information, but we were on this rally and we were out in the high country. We were out in the high desert. We were like 9,000 feet. Um, and this car rally, we were with a bunch of cars, two-lane highway. Okay, so
Hmm.
two-lane highway, oncoming traffic, speed limits, 70, 80 miles an hour. And we're following a Ferrari FF, and in front of the FF is a Rolls-Royce Wraith. So we have a Rolls-Royce Wraith, Ferrari FF, and then I'm riding shotgun in a 918 Spyder.
Am I correct? You've never told the story on YouTube?
I've never told this story publicly. Yeah.
Yeah,
We
this
are
is
we are
first time.
yeah,
This
this is an
exclusive.
exclusive on
Yes.
stereo. I have never told this story. The crazy thing is I have this on video. I'm probably
Yeah.
never going to share the footage, but I actually have video of
I
this happening.
saw the footage. It's a nightmare.
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
sort of scary. So, okay, so we're in this Porsche 918 Spyder. We're following the FF, and we're like right on the FF. Like we're right on the back end of this FF, and we're passing a lot of cars. The Rolls Royce is passing cars as well. So basically, you have all the I don't want to say normal cars, but you have normal cars, and we're on a rally, and we're going faster than we should. I'm just riding passenger. We're passing all the cars. Then the Ferrari decides it's going to pass the Rolls Royce. We're in the 918 Spyder. We are right behind this FF. Like we're just right on its tail, and we're just following every single move it makes. So the FF goes into the oncoming lane to pass this Rolls Royce Wraith, and we just get right behind him. And we're probably doing 120 miles an hour. And I know that we shouldn't be doing that. I was not driving the car. That being said, it is what it is. We're going 120 miles an hour following this Ferrari FF Rolls Royce. So the FF gets up next to the Rolls Royce. And then all of a sudden, in a split second, it darts back into its lane right in front of the Rolls Royce. Kind of sort of cuts off the Rolls Royce. The reason it did that is that there was an oncoming SUV right there. And we were in the 918, we were in no man's land.
You were in oncoming traffic lane.
We were in oncoming traffic. The FF had ducked out of the way, basically swerving out of the way, and we're right there. And this SUV is coming the opposite direction, probably going 75, 80 miles an hour. Like, we're just, like, this is it. Like, I remember vividly, like, it's weird how time slows down in those moments. I thought I was going to die. And the guy in the 918 Spyder, and thank goodness we were in a car like the 918 Spyder, quite possibly the most well-engineered car in the world, he immediately swerves toward the Rolls Royce, like right near that rear quarter panel, right toward it. And I'm like, oh, great. So we're going to hit the Rolls Royce. We're going to spin the Rolls Royce. The SUV's going to clip the back end. We're going to go on a spin. Everyone's going to die. And, we must have been like 6 inches from the Rolls Royce before we clipped the back end. And somehow the guy in the 918 jerks it the other direction. And thankfully, the SUV coming in the oncoming lane was paying attention. They swerved out of the way onto the shoulder. And I don't know how to this day. We threaded the needle.
You were three deep.
We were 3 deep. We were going 120 miles an hour. The SUV was going 80 miles an hour. You can imagine if we would have gone over. We would have collided head on. That would have been over.
Game over.
And somehow this 918. So imagine this. You're going 120 miles an hour in a 918, and you jerk it right, and then half a second later, you jerk it left. Most cars in that situation, you're probably going to roll it.
Yeah.
But a 918, and like I remember, he jerks it right, he jerks it left. We're in the clear, but then the car is still kind of sort of unstable, obviously. And somehow he manages to pull it together. And I remember just like both him and I were so shooken up. All he could do was apologize to me profusely. Like he was just apologizing to me. And all I could say was like, I'm okay. We're fine. We lived. It's okay. It's okay. Like that's all he said for like a half an hour. And I remember I was filming a vlog that day. And I filmed myself like getting in the 918 Spyder. And then what's funny in the vlog though is I hype getting into this 918 Spyder. And then the next clip is us at like the rest area. Because for that 40-minute, we had almost been in this serious car crash. But I just didn't have the ability to actually vlog.
Right.
And I remember everyone was super upset. They were like, why did you not film any of the 918, But yeah, so that was pretty terrifying.
That's heavy.
Yeah. Yeah,
we appreciate the good moments.
Yeah. It's amazing too, because like nothing happened. Like we were completely unscathed, yet it was a couple inches, we would have been dead.
Yeah.
It's weird when you're like it's either best case scenario or worst case scenario. There was really no middle ground at all.
No.